I went to a PUSSY church in Berkeley, and then I became an ordained Sacred Portal oracle. And that is reading other women's sacred portals, the hieroglyphs, the words, the constellations. There's different images that come during a reading. And these symbols really speak to the woman and where she's at on her path. I literally had an 1111 in my own. I literally got out of bed to come be here with you, raw and real and authentic, no makeup, just me, to share with you that it's time for us to learn how to really love our bodies, to love ourselves, to look at our perceived flaws and transform them, to have the gray hairs be wisdom streaks, to have a birthmark take a certain shape that you like a flower or a spaceship, to honor and appreciate yourself in all of your glory and all of your natural beauty. Ladies, this one is for you because for so long, how we look and feel has been determined by our outside world. It has been determined by how people respond to us, or if somebody started flirting with us, or seems attracted to us, or it's always these outside forces. And yet, when it really comes down to it, it's about how you feel inside. If you feel healthy and vibrant and happy and beautiful, then that's what you reflect out into the world. And that is what you will receive, is the reflections of that beauty. I found that when I was younger, I would compare myself to other women, especially when I got pregnant and gained 85 pounds during my pregnancy. And I was surrounded by all these beautiful, thin women, and I would compare myself to them, even though I knew my body was changing through pregnancy. And it was such an empowering moment in my life after I had my child, who unfortunately was born through cesarean after we spent many, many days at home in our home birthing playground. And my stomach was cut. I was cut. I was cut from my seed of creation, from my sacred portal, energetically, physically, spiritually. I couldn't see her anymore because my belly was so big. And a year after I birthed my son, I went to a PUSSY church in Berkeley with my beloved friend Sierra Sullivan hosting it. She is now the founder of the Portal Priestess Mystery School. And we were invited to begin cultivating a relationship, not just with our body, but with our sacred portal. And we were invited to look in the mirror. We were invited to take a photo. We were invited to give her a name. And from that point forward, I began to build a new relationship with my body, because the potency of cultivating time and space to be with her shifted everything for me. I got to see the uniqueness and her lusciousness and her beauty and her grace. And I witnessed other women going through this transformational experience as well. And I knew in my heart that it was going to play a big part in my life. And from that point forward, I just loved my body wherever I was at, weight wise, makeup wise, clothing wise, wherever I was at, that I just began really loving my body from the inside out. And my whole life shifted. And I began to go on this Portal Priest Mystery School journey, where I went through a course, and then I went through an apprenticeship, and then I became an ordained Sacred Portal oracle. And that is reading other women's sacred portals. Because our divine design, our unique design, is so unto ourselves. Each one is so unique and so beautiful and so riveting. And it's important to remember that the shape, the animal symbols, the totems, the hieroglyphs, the words, the constellations, there's different images that come during a reading. And these symbols really speak to the woman and where she's at on her path. I literally had an 1111 in my yoni. And we're 1111 Unified in Ascension University. And so I want to help normalize this conversation. It's really important for us as ladies to not ignore her. And when I was younger, my mom used to call it private parts. We couldn't talk about it. We couldn't show it. We couldn't be with her. We couldn't touch her. And it really impacted me and my life and my body image. And so as we begin to normalize this conversation and know that each and every one of us holds an innate power of creation, a magnetic force within our womb and our sacred portal. And when we begin to really tap into that, we amplify our intuition even more, especially as women. And so, beloveds, I want to invite you next Wednesday, exactly a week from today, on September 11th at 6 p.m. Pacific time. I'll be teaching a masterclass with a co-facilitator, Luminessa Anjara. And this masterclass is called Love Your Body, 4 Keys to Reclaim Your Feminine Power. And we're going to talk about that programming and how and why we shame and criticize ourselves. And where's that root cause coming from? Unworthiness, I'm not enoughness, and how it ripples out into our life when we actually believe those things. And then we'll move into different embodiment practices that you can do at home that will help you to begin to really learn to love your body. And then a week and a half after that, we'll be hosting a Sacred Portal Puja weekend retreat here at Joy Oasis for women. And we've now opened it up. So those who are new to this path and this work can come just on Saturday if you can't make it all 3 days. And those who have been initiated to this path and have been to a puja in the past, they're welcome to come on Sunday and receive a second reading and do a yoni cast to bring an altar piece home with them. And those who can spend the entire 3 days with us, you are going to get an even deeper immersion and some one-on-one time with Luminessa and I on Friday night. And so, beloveds, this is for the local ladies in the North Bay or San Francisco area because it's going to be in Occidental, California, here at our home, Joy Oasis. So that's what I wanted to share today. I literally got out of bed to come say hi to you and give you some love, some body love, and let you know that you are love. And when you love yourself from the inside out, it shows. It's reflected in the world around you. If you continue to criticize and shame yourself for any reason at all, that is the lens that you'll be looking at your life through. Comparison, judgment, envy, jealousy, all of that will come into play. And so it's time to transmute this, sisters. It's time to transform shame and criticism into forgiveness and acceptance and compassion and self-love. It is time to change our her story and become the confident and empowered women that we can be. And that, again, is going to ripple out into our life. The more confidence you have, the more empowered you are, the more you get done in your life, and the more your life grows and expands in new, profound, and extraordinary ways. So I look forward to seeing some of you. All of the information is on my Anastara link tree. You can find that below this video or any of my pages.